So I wanted to show you how to use a Tracker and a Logger Pro. All right, so I'm going to import a video. Import, and it's in Dropbox. And what was the name of your video again? Fast car. Okay, it should be in here. There it is. Okay, so this is just a sample video, and I noticed this group. This video is perfect, by the way, because I noticed that. All right, so the video looks like this. We got our fan car starting from rest, moving to the left across screen, right? And I can see now I'm going to want to create a point mass. Okay, and now that I can.
Like the fan or something?
What's that?
Like what do we use as the thing?
We'll think about that. That's a great question. I think these lettering here provides a unique pattern of pixels that there will not be anywhere on the screen. So Tracker will track it beautifully. This one's going to come out amazing. And then I'm going to move forward a little bit just so I can see the meter stick and make my calibration stick. Okay? So I'll go new calibration stick. I'll zoom in. Here I go. Okay? I'm zooming in. Now I'm going to zoom in more. And I'm going to put my calibration stick like, I don't know, maybe there. And I'm going to zoom in more just so I can get really close to the edge of what this video can offer for me. All right, that looks pretty much like the edge. And then I'll move to this side, whoa, and I'll put this guy, maybe I'll zoom out a little bit, make it easier for myself. I'll drag this over here. Okay, now I'll zoom in so I can really see how close I am. Because I know this will affect my error. The edge of the meter stick looks like it's about there. And I'll leave it as 100 so my units are centimeters. Okay? So now I'll zoom back out. There we go. I'm just using the mouse like scroll thingy, if your mouse has that. It's kind of nice. Yeah, it'll still work without that, but it's just a little more cumbersome. I don't know. Maybe I'll make this 0 degrees. I don't know. I don't think it's going to make that much of a difference. Let me take out my grid for a moment. No, I'll take out my calibration stick. And I'm going to move my grid over here because I think that's where I'm going to track. And I'm going to turn this around. That's the part you guys didn't do, right? Yeah. That's the part that's going to make the difference. From your graph, your object looked like it was speeding up in the negative direction. But in physics, we can make any direction we want, negative or positive. So to make your life easier, I rotated my coordinate system in 360 degrees. No, 180 degrees, right? And now I'll just click on here, and I'll use the auto tracker. What a lot of people are forgetting is I don't want to track my axes. I want to track my mass. Okay? And I go Shift, Control, and I'm just going to put it right there where 0 is. And I'm going to click. And I can see I captured sort of the letters on the side of the car, which I know there's nothing else in the screen, anything like that. And now it's just a matter of kind of looking at this graph. I'll get rid of my axis so I can see if the tracker is actually working. And I'll just watch and see if it works. And there it goes. Looks like it's auto tracking. And it looks like it's working. Looks like it's not having any problem with that.
Looks like it's not speeding up.
Yeah. The graph, over time, it'll look better and better. And we got to the edge of the video. Would you say this is a top opening parabola?
It's curving, sort of.
It's pretty close. It might not be as beautiful as you had hoped because it's real life. Some will come out better than others. I'm going to hit close. I already know from experience this is fine.
Okay, so like if I just turned the graph that I had upside down, like if I made all the things. Okay.
You might be able to do it that way. I understand what you're saying. I think you'll have an easier time just redoing it with Tracker. Because that was like 5 minutes maybe. Let's see the time. Yeah, 4 minutes, 30 seconds. So that might actually be quicker. And then I'm going to copy my data over. And then I'm going to open Logger Pro. I'll just keep going with this. And then I'm going to highlight this cell and hit Control V. And maybe auto scale.
Only the data. Because I was trying to copy it and then it copied the X and the T and the stuff.
Okay, so you just want, oh, I just opened another copy of Tracker. Haha, whoops. You're talking about this?
Yeah, because when
You
I had
highlighted Y?
no.
Okay.
I was trying to get T and X, but it took the T and X and put it in the thing.
Oh,
Yeah, is there like a control or something?
I would just start here and redo it.
Yeah, I did that, but it copied like the labels at the top.
Yeah, you don't want it to do that. I mean, you could once you're in Logger Pro, if you find that only one column is messed up. In Logger Pro, I could highlight this row, and then I think I could go data. I right click. No, that won't work. I'm just trying things. Delete column. No, I don't want to delete a column.
Oh, I mean like the first.
I could.
Would have, like, X and T.
Yeah, I could highlight these two cells,
Uh-huh.
and then do edit clear cells.
Okay.
And that'll
So is it
clear
okay
these.
if it just starts from 2.
It's not a problem.
So wait, so like since it's my graph that I got is basically just the negative version of that graph.
You're
Literally.
right.
So I could just change the velocity from positive to negative, or negative to positive, and that would change it, right?
So her brain is so rad, she's finding out clever ways you could fix it.
Cool.
All of those work. All of those work. I'm going to finish this off for more support. This one's time, T, seconds, and this one is position,
Then you just do times squared. Right?
centimeters. Oh wait, I messed up. X, yes, and I'll do that right now. Centimeters, and then now I'll take this. Now you notice your graph's labeled really nice, and then I like making new pages. Add page, copy current page. Okay. And then maybe I'll add another page, add page, copy current page, okay. And then I'll go to page 2, and I'll just play around. I'll say, well, I think this is a x versus t squared relationship because it looks to be a top opening parabola. You guys good? And then I would go, I don't know, data, new calculated column. I'm on page 2, so I can go time squared, whoops. Times squared. I should learn to spell. T squared, superscript squared.
Yeah, do the superscript or is caret okay?
Caret's okay. I don't mind. It's kind of easy though and cute when you do squared there. And then time caret 2. That's how you tell Logger Pro to square it, is with a caret. And I hit done. And so now I have I should move this over. This is the only thing I don't like about Logger Pro. There's not many things I don't like about it because it's pretty easy to use. But it hides your data. You know, it hides when you make new columns, it hides them. And so you have to make this bigger, and then I have to adjust this so I can actually see it. And then now I can say, okay, I want position versus time squared to see if I was right about my prediction, about the relationship. So there's my x versus t squared. You notice this looks weird in the beginning. I suspect the speeding up wasn't the same each second in the beginning. And that's okay. This looks really straight, right? I mean, that looks really good. And you can always play around with these brackets later and really like kind of self-select the data you think is nice. And I'd argue that any of this is probably really good data, right?
Wait, so is this okay then?
Yeah, that looks really good. And then I'm going to make there's another trick I haven't showed anyone that might be kind of nice. If you want to write it on the computer, I think there's insert text. Yeah, there we go. You can do this for a lot of things. I'm going to move this down here, and I'm going to move this over here. Oh, where'd my text box go? Oh, that was cute. I lost it. I'll just make another one. Insert text. Okay. I think it's like behind or something. So I'm going to drag my text box over here, put it right under my equation window.
You can just write your equation out right
Uh-huh. It's just an idea to make it cute. You don't have to do it that way. Oh, I'm having fun right now. Okay, so I want to write position equals 16 or 15.96. Oh, that's funny. Centimeter per second per second. Do you guys see what I did there? So, and then it's times time squared. So I'll just write it out. Time squared. 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 Oh, I'm having fun. Okay, there. Wait. Oh, there you go. Okay, times time squared. Now this is a variable, so maybe I'll put it in brackets so it's clear that that's a variable. Because our variable is now changed. It's not time. It's now time squared. plus 3.45 plus 3.45, and that's centimeters. So now I have a beautiful equation written out. And what I love about this, I mean, I really do. Oh, that was nice. Where'd it go? Oh, this is funny. Yeah, do that. I don't know what happened to it. What I was going to say is this equation I just wrote. Let me see. Maybe it's behind there. I have to write it again.
That is the beginning of 7th period.
That's so funny that all this is in my screencast. T time squared. Oh, that's nice. Oh, did it fix my spelling? Oh, that was cool. Okay. Sorry I had to rewrite it. And then plus.
You have to actually write time squared.
No, you could do time. Yeah, that's actually would be cuter, huh? Here, why don't I do it that way? Because then I'll have more room. T caret 2. How's that? That's good. And then 3.45. Yeah, if you find a better way, I always want you to do it that better way. Okay. Let me see if I can. Oh wait. Okay, there. Oh, okay, there. That looks pretty good. And well, let me ask you something. If I make a new page, add page, copy current, just to make the point that if I go back to my original graph,
Do you want us to put that in the screencast?
yes.
The thing that it's like the same?
Yeah, is this equation the same as this?
The other equation? Yeah. What?
Totally is, right? So then you would be like, okay, let's check that we're right, that this equation is the equation of that curve. So I go analyze model, okay?
Then you plug in.
And we're going to actually use this graph tomorrow, so it's actually kind of important. So I'll just put these numbers in. 16. And b, I don't know what that is, because I don't have a b term in this equation. And then I'll write 3.45. And look at how nice, like you guys were doubting that this was good data. Look at how nice this curve fits it. It's pretty nice. It's not perfect, but I can play with it here, and it might fit a little better. But I'm just gonna live with it, with this b term close to 0. And I'm gonna say, okay, the fan parts at the end, they don't tend to behave very well, if that makes sense. And in the beginning, they might not always behave very well. But you'll notice in the middle, we got a really nice fit. And this is the actual parabola. I mean, it fits the majority of your data for the pretty part of the motion.
That's all you want then?
Well, you might want to auto-scale this. Let me see. Auto-scale from 0. That looks a bit better, doesn't it? So I would auto-scale it. And then notice you have these pages. I'm going to delete page 4. Delete page. And it looks like I got 2 nice pages here. Let me see. Previous page. I probably don't need all of these. No, this is fine. I got my original. Okay. And I got my linearized graph. And then I got my original again with equation written out. And then talking about what this relationship means. When you say position is directly proportional to time squared, what does that really mean? Well, if you let the thing move for like 3 times the time, if you let it move once and it moves a given distance in a given time, but then you decide, oh, I'm going to let it move 10 times more time, how much further is it going to go? You let it move 10 times more time than you did previously, it's going to move 100 times farther.
Oh, 100 times further. Okay.
Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah.
And I can twist that around. I can say that backwards. I can say if I wanted something to move 36 times the distance, I would have to let it move for 6 times as much time. So it's a fundamental relationship that happens when things are speeding up the same amount each second. And that's about it. That's your screencast for tonight.
Okay.
Okay? I'm done.
Thank you.